Fox 26 has joined with the Defender Network, delivering news and information to the area's black community. And here now is the Swad Walker, associate editor for the Defender. And we are starting off with something very special. The Defender's own Rashonda Tate and her 54th book, which celebrates the first African-American to win an Academy Award. So tell me about this amazing book.
So Rashonda Tate, 53 books, award-winning author of mainstream fiction, but this book is a historical fiction piece. It focuses on Hattie McDaniel. She's the first African-American to win the Academy Award back in 1939, celebrated for winning the award, but also vilified for playing the role. And so it's a real interesting piece, but Rashonda is really excited about it. And just yesterday, she had a huge book launch right here in Houston, and then she's off to a national tour.
Yes, she was telling me she's on tour. All right. Well, next up, your article about what President Biden calls the single most dangerous threat in America, white domestic terrorism. Explain that.
So Biden in 2023 said that the FBI director in 2021, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security in 2020, they've all said the same thing. White domestic terrorism is the most dangerous threat to Americans on this soil. But unfortunately for black people, that's not breaking news. There's this long, long history in this country of white domestic terrorism. In fact, if you open up the history books and you read about a race riot, 9 times out of 9, it's really white domestic terrorism, violence aimed at black communities. And unfortunately, there's more going on right now. So this article highlights that, but it also talks about what we can do to curb that violence, to fight back and stop it.
All right, very important. And you also talk about why it's so important for the black community to take learning seriously and not fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
Exactly, because we had two presidential candidates, one former and one current. The former talked about slavery as if it was a job training program for black people, and the current candidate talked about slavery not having anything to do with the Civil War, even though the Confederate constitutions literally say slavery was the reason why they turned their back on the United States. And so with that going on, and with all these black banned books and attack on black history and culture, it's really important for us to take learning seriously. And if it's not going to happen in school, we have to do it in our churches, community centers, homes, etc., because we just have to do it.
Yes, we just got to get it done.
Got to do it.
All right, a Swad Walker with the Defender. And I would invite you to go to our website, fox26houston.com. That's where we have each one of the links of the stories that we talked about with the Swad right over there at your fingertips. Thank you so much.